Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft episode. And in today's episode, we will return to the Mother Tree farm and create the bone meal and tool storage rooms. These will be the final rooms built within the Mother Tree. So we have just about come to a completion of this amazing project that has taken us a long time, but it is just about complete. We created amazing bathrooms and bedrooms and all sorts of great things within the Mother Tree house. And wow, I can't believe it's almost done, but we've just about got it. This will be our final rooms. So as we head down here, you can see the birch storage rooms and the pine and the standard oak and the jungle. And our last floor here will be... Whoa, jeez. Nope, nope, nope. You're not supposed to be here. Nope. I will add you to the bone meal collection room when I'm finished with you. Thank you. Alright. Oh, you gave me a cruddy bow. Thank you. Thank you. No. Thank you not. Alright, so there we go. So this is going to be the final floor most likely. And there is some room for expansion out these ways here. And I was thinking we could even do another set of ladders going down to individual rooms. And someday we need to build a mushroom farm, so maybe we'll do that under here. But for now, this will be the final episode in this pod. And our first room here will be the bone meal storage room with a kind of a unique design. So let's get started here. Let's get out our woods and let's go to town. So what inspired me for the design of this room is Indiana Jones. And the room at the end of the first movie in the trilogy, where they store all the artifacts and things to keep out of the public's eye, where they store the Ark and different things like that, where all the crates are all stored. Apparently, it's Area 51 if you think the first or the fourth Indiana Jones movie was a real Indiana Jones movie. So, I guess it was Area 51. And let's see, are we doing this correctly? Oh, wait, whoops! I would like to do this in the birchwood. So let me go back here, clean that up. So that's what I kind of got inspired by that. So that's kind of the design we're going for here. So let's try that here. And let's see. So we have one shelf there, another shelf, and then this shelf will be for show. Because it's just a little too big. We might expand the roof, maybe not, maybe. We'll see as we go along. Okay, so coming across here. So what we're doing here is building little shelves. And on those shelves, we're going to place our crates full of our bone meals. And I have quite a bit of bone meal. I've gone on a bit of a mob adventure where I went off and just destroyed as many as possible. And it had loot 3, I believe, on one of my swords. So I was able to do some huge damage and get quite a bit of... Let's see, just counting this out real quick. I was able to get quite a bit of bones. So we have quite a good supply of them. So let's just make a little bit more of those shelves. There we go. Perfect. There we go. All right, let's head back in here. So yeah, we got this kind of cool little shelf design going on in here. So there we go. Clean that up. Make our fake shelf at the top, because we won't be able to put a crate up there that will be functionable. But we can put one up there just for show. Okay, there we go. Let's grab those extra slabs. And let's find our chests. There we go. What in the world? No, you're back again? I thought I killed you. There you go. Ah, man, what is the deal with the creepers today? Alright, there we go. Not creepers, but mobs. It's just getting insane. Okay, so let's build a little bit of scaffolding so we're able to get up to those top floors. There we go. Alright, sweet. So, let's place these over here. We might need to make some more chests. I made quite a few in hopes that this would be enough, but I don't know. No. Let's see. I'm just going to do singles here. I think it just looks a little bit nicer than doing, you know, two big ones, how they kind of push up against there. I think this looks a little cleaner, a little nicer. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna do 2 on this side, on there, and a single one in the middle. Or you know, let's scratch that. Let's remove this. Let's remove that, and we'll do one more pole in the middle. Beautiful. All right, let's knock out our scaffolding. There we go. All right, sweet. And then let's grab out our lights, and we'll place those up there. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think this is cool. Nice Indiana Jones inspired crafting room. All right. Sweet. All right. I like that quite a bit. Now let's make a nice door leading into our newly crafted room. Let's grab out our pressure plates. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Yes, we go over here. So let's go all the way up to there. Come across with our glass to there. Bring it down to, and voila. Perfect. Now we have a fully functioning storage room for all of our bone meal. Let's grab our sword. Did you see the cool 3D objects, how they do that? It's pretty cool. Would have preferred a few other modifications to Minecraft other than that, but I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, there we go. So now it's got kind of a nifty little door leading into it. It looks kind of nice. Now there are torches on the walls, as you see, but I do... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me, Mr. Skeleton. You are now the third one that will meet your demise. Hey, wouldn't it be cool if there was a spawner for skeletons right next to the bone meal storage room? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, so we'll just make a designated sign. We'll put that up here. See if we can reach. There we go. Come on, come on. There you go. There you go. Come on. All right, we're gonna have to go up. There we go. Sweet. Perfect. Nice. There we go. That is our first room done. Now we turn our attention to the tool storage room. All right, so now we have our tool storage room. So let's check our inventory, get out our woods, and let's start making our ceilings or our walls. So we're still inside of our tree, so we need to make the walls look like a tree. So as the tree farm has now kind of gotten almost complete now, we can start to look forward to getting this world ready for download, which I've been doing. I've been spending quite a bit of time on that. You know, getting things, just little projects that I've forgotten around the world that I would like to get done so it looks a little nicer. But there will be a few places where there'll be signs like future project, things in the works, stuff like that. Like there's a few rooms inside the Scarland Museum that I'm trying to get updated, because when I completed the Scarland Museum, it was, wow, it's been quite some time now. I'm not quite sure exactly on the date, but it has been over a year or more. So Minecraft has changed quite a bit. So Minecraft has added many new items. So I've been trying to get as many of those things back into the museum as possible. Like now the ability in survival to have the natural ore blocks that you get when you're mining, like diamonds and things like that in their natural form that you would find inside the mine. I've been trying to add those now to our nature room, if you will. Let's see, what else am I trying to do in there? I've got a room that I'm going to make a video about pretty soon, where we make a room dedicated to the Scarland transportation system. I think that'll be pretty cool, kind of like a model train. I used to enjoy my model train set quite a bit. There we go. Sweet. All right, now we just grab that out. We probably will need another stack of birch wood. Birch wood. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So also, it is almost Christmas. So I was just wondering what you guys will be doing for Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, you know, what do you do on Christmas? Because you know there's not like school, or there's not there's most likely you don't go to work. And so like I know a lot of people who don't celebrate Christmas go to like a movie or something like that. But what are you guys going to do for Christmas? For myself, I'm going to go to California where my family lives, and see them for a few days. Hopefully get some time to go to the newly built Walt Disney Family Museum. It's a whole fancy museum all dedicated to Walt Disney and his life and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully we get the chance to do that. It's at the Presidio in San Francisco, so that would be pretty cool to head down there. I watched it get built when I was living in California. Probably every like month or so we would go down there, look at the Golden Gate Bridge or something like that, and then drive over there to see if it was complete. But it never got a chance to go to it when I was living there. All right, so now we got that complete. We have our room all nicely furnished. There we go. So it's all kind of fancy now. So now we need to furnish it. So let's see what we got in the inventories. So we get out our anvils. There we go. Do we need anything else at this time? No, I don't think so. Okay, so now we got to figure out our layout for this room. I was not inspired by Indiana Jones or anything for this room, so this one will have to be wing it. All right, so we'll grab that. We'll need that. Kind of an idea to go similar to what some of our rooms on our upper floors had, was these work tables in the center. So we'll go here. We'll come out to there, and we'll place anvil there and anvil there. Okay, we'll just do 2. We'll do the new shift mechanic. I love this. This is awesome. You shift and then you can click, and you don't have to do other means to get your half slabs on command blocks. Okay, or function blocks, if you will. So actually, we're going to go down there and we'll go like that. So now we have a little workstation. I think that looks pretty cool. Good, nice. All right, now we got to work on where our tools will actually be stored. So, with Christmas coming, like I said, what things are you guys hoping to get for Christmas? I would love to hear what kind of things you guys are hoping to get. That would be cool. There we go. Sweet. This year we were thinking for a while we were going to go to Disneyland, but it's just too crowded this time of year. It's just too crowded. Especially these last few years, Disneyland has gotten much crowdeder, and it's just not quite as fun when it's crowded, you know. And during the Christmas season, it is just jammed. So we're trying to maybe avoid the Christmas. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. Kind of the Christmas rush. But it is beautiful. The Christmas decorations at Disneyland are amazing. Especially this year, I saw some pictures. Oops, we actually need to knock that out. One there. All right, it's just amazing, the Christmas decorations in the newly built Cars Land area. Oh wow, they're incredible. Each area is kind of themed for the particular car from the Cars movie, and I don't know if you guys have seen any pictures of it, but it's really cool. The entire land, and then you add these amazing decorations on top of it. It's quite phenomenal. All right, there we go. Okay, so now, let's just add another torches here because we might need to knock out ones on the floor, and we still want to see what we're doing. Okay, so we got this predicament here. Let's get out our chests. Trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this one. I don't want to do it exactly like I did over there or in the upper floors. I want to have somewhat of a unique design in each room. So this will be tool storage. So this will be, you know, axes and things like that. So let's just grab out our stark wood. Let's grab that out, place that, and we'll just do a line across here. And we'll do you. Oops, we need to knock you out and place you there. Okay, there we go. Nice. Perfect. Well, I think that looks pretty good. Let's do the same on this side. Well, I don't know. No, I'm still contemplating doing another shelf design. I kind of like that from the other side. I think it kind of a more unique look. So let's see if we can do that again. Kind of like that. Let's do this again. Let's remove this. That's what I love about Minecraft. You know, your imagination is your only limitation. All right, so let's go over here. And let's say we knock you out and we place you there. Like so. And make another shelf up there like that. Nah, I don't know. Not in love with that idea right there. Let's say we do this. Ooh, we get real fancy here. Whoops. I do that new shift click mechanic. I love that. That is very convenient. Let's use that for our scaffolding for a moment. And we'll come up here and go across there like that. Create another cool little shelf. There we go. Because we really only will need 1 or 2 crates, but it's nice to kind of make a kind of a style, make maybe some that aren't exactly functionable, but they have like kind of a cool look to them. That was my kind of thought here. So these are pretty much our only, because how many axes do we really need? But that looks cool having, you know, some way up in the air like that. So let's do the same on this side. So how do we do that? Okay, we come across here like that. Whoops, knock that out like so. Come up here, shift click. Nice, all right, over like that. And then what do we do here? Oh yeah, like that. Let's make our temporary scaffolding so we can get up here. And then we'll do that. I kind of like that, the shelf kind of in the middle. Too bad there wasn't like a little decoration of some sort we could put on that shelf. But for now, there's nothing in Minecraft too much in the way of decorations. Just our potted plants and things like that. Nice, nice. That I like that. I like that. There's these 4 usable shelves. If you want to reach really high, you can still get up to there. We have our cool little anvils now that I built up there. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to grab some more resources, and I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. I found 2 little friends that have found their way into the tree farm. They were behind the wall, and I let them through, and I'll name this one. I will name this guy. This one's Bob, and this one is Cheese. Yes, he's a moldy piece of cheese. All right, so Bob and Cheese. You guys can follow me if you want. Yep, you can come in. There you go. There you go. You guys are smarter than jelly, apparently, going through that door. All right. So I thought we would just continue to move our shelves across here like that. So let's just up there like so. Nice. Oh, I think this is coming out quite splendid. Our Indiana Jones inspired crafting rooms. There we go. Sweet. So it's a little bit of a drive to California for our Christmas vacation. So I think I'll be watching Indiana Jones on the way. Need to put it on my iPad. There we go. Now, which is your favorite Indiana Jones movie? I've gotta say the first episode is, for some reason, I can always just watch that one. I always seem to put that one in when I want to watch Indiana Jones. But the third one's my favorite one of all. I don't know why that. I'd rather watch the first episode over the third, but the third's my favorite. It's very peculiar. It's very peculiar. All right, sweet. There we go. Nice. I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm having a little bit of a dilemma here in my shelf design. Okay, Bob and Cheese, I need you guys to get out. Come on. You guys are driving me crazy, Bob. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob and Cheese. Come on, Bob Cheese. There you go. Come on. There you go. You're driving me crazy. You're just like Jelly. That's why you got locked out of my room. Come on. There you go, Bob. We'll leave Cheese in here. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. Oh, my God. They're back again. There we go. Okay. So let's just add this over here. There we go. Nice. Get out of here, Bob. Get out of here, Cheese. I'm sorry, Bob and Cheese. You're just driving me crazy. And I need your slime. I have a project with pistons, and I need as much slime as possible. That is maybe why I lured you out of the cave. All right, we're going to rearrange this slightly. We're going to move this just one over here. Grab that out like that. There we go. So we're going to go here instead, and then we'll do one there like that. Come up here like that. There. Okay, so we just wanted to move that over just a little bit there. Perfect. We're a little tight here for space, but I think it'll be, that's a little tight. That is a little tight. I wonder if maybe I'll just go with a single anvil. I think I will, because this is just a little tight, a little crowded right here. I think that looks a little bit nicer. What do you guys think? I think that looks better than what we had before. I think so. All right. Let me know if what you think, because I've love to hear from what you guys had to think. I've changed a lot of designs because you guys had much better idea than I did. Okay, there we go. Let's do another row over here. So we'll come up here like that. We need to grab out some more supplies. Oh, we're out. Let me go grab some. I'll be right back. All right, grabbed another stack, and on the way we had a slight creeper explosion here. So we need to come back and fix that in a moment. All right, so let's go back into our project room and let's finish up this here. This episode has had the most mob interactions that I have ever had in any video. It's just like they're everywhere today. I guess they're all excited for Christmas. There we go. Nice. And we'll just come up here like that. There, good. It's kind of like a nice little crown molding touch. Perfect. Our crafting room is just looking very, very nice. So we'll just finish that across there like, whoops, like that. Whoop, turned out the lights. Get those back on. Nice, there we go. There's we go. Put this across here. And we've just about finished there. Good, we are just about done with that. Quite a few extra shelvings units right over here. I wonder what we can do with that. But for now, we'll see what we can put our plants right here, maybe. There's 4 wide, so we would have to go. Well, for now, I'm going to put my potted plants over here. And I'm going to put a fern in here. There, nice. Okay. Good. All right, now let's put our designated sign above our entrance. Ooh, I wonder if I could put the anvil on there instead. That might be a look cooler than just axe. That might be look cool. Let's see what that looks. Whoa. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess maybe you can't do it. Well, oh well. There we go. Oh, no. I don't want a crooked. There we go. I don't want a crooked axe. Perfect. Okay. Let's drop that in there. Drop some of that extra stuff in there. Is there anything we could do with our bookshelves to jazz up our design a little bit? Well, I don't know. I don't really see any real opportunity for any bookshelves in here. But we do need to fill these shelves because the shelves do look a little bit blank and kind of barren. I think we need to spruce those up just a little bit with another set of crates. Perfect, that looks nice. And we need to create one more. Oh, if only I would have made just one more, we could have made it. All right, so let's make another set here. All right, we just needed one more. All right, perfect. So let's head back up here. Create a bit of scaffolding so we get up to our top shelf. And right over there, and on this side. Perfect, there we go. All right. And that just about wraps up our major construction. So let's head over here and take one look over here, look it over here, and see I put these crafting benches in there. And yeah, so give me one more second here, guys, put the finishing touches on, and we'll wrap up this episode. All right, welcome back, and we have now completed our lowest level of crafting and storage rooms. And here it is. So I added a few more decorative touches to the floor, added some ceiling lights, some bookshelves. Now these areas over here will be for future expansion, but for now we have some nice bookshelves here, a nice portrait, and we have our rooms. So we have our tool storage room for the tree farm and our bone meal storage. So let's check out this one first. We have this nice door leading into our Indiana Jones inspired storage room. So we have our same light design in here once again. Over here we have where we'll put our bones and our bone meal. So we have a nice crafting benches, shelves, all sorts of great stuff. So let's look at our next room over here, and that is our tool storage room. So over here we have an anvil, just for kind of decorational purposes. We won't really need it too much, but I think it makes a nice decoration for our tool room. And over here we have our shelves up on our walls, our crafting benches, and kind of a nice intricate looking shelf design. And there we go. That just about wraps up this episode, guys. I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And I want to wish all of my subscribers a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you later. And don't forget to head over to my newly crafted Facebook page. We'll see you later. Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft episode. And in today's episode, we will return to the mother tree to create a swimming pool high above in the very top of our tree.